show you how great I am.
What's going on, fam? It's your boy Aiden here, and in this video we're gonna talk all about acne. And I've made many videos about acne. I struggled heavily with acne when I first started hormones, and I see a lot of posts on Instagram of other transmasculine people experiencing the same issues. And we're not just talking about acne on our face, but we're talking about acne on our face, on our chests, on our back. And, you know, wearing a binder on top of having acne on your back, I can actually remember how physically painful it was, let alone, you know, your acne would bleed through your binder, stain your binder, could bleed onto your shirt. It doesn't help us feel more confident in our day-to-day life, especially those transmasculine folks who are a little older. You know, maybe they're in their mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, late 30s, and they're experiencing acne like they maybe did when they were 14 or so. And I just really relate to this topic of feeling, you know, really great about being on hormones and all that jazz, but then looking in the mirror and just like seeing all this acne on your face, having acne on your back where you're kind of embarrassed, honestly, to like go to the gym maybe, or just be, if you have an opportunity to be shirtless, to like take your shirt off, because you can just see all the acne. I really relate to everyone here. Again, I went through my own journey here years ago dealing with acne, and it was really tough. Especially because when I transitioned, I was experiencing acne when I was like 22, 23, 24. And I felt kind of too old to have acne, right? But it wasn't that I just had acne, it was because I was on hormone replacement therapy. And with the hormone replacement therapy, I was growing new hair that I hadn't grown before. And well, those two main things are the biggest reason we all have acne, or some of us experience acne. Now, of course, each person is gonna experience acne on different levels. When I was really struggling with my acne, you can see, if you just even search in my videos, acne, I have a bunch of videos about acne because it was something I was struggling heavily with. And so I did a lot of research. At the time, I was a pre-existing condition for my insurance, so I didn't even have insurance. So honestly, going the doctor route wasn't something I could actually do. I definitely couldn't afford that for sure. But I could afford to spend time looking online of what other people have done for their acne. And the first thing I came across was this Panoxyl, and it's an amazing cream. This cream can be used for your face, back, and chest. They also sell it in a bar form if you wanted to do that, if you're more of a bar person. For me, I really felt the cream worked well. I didn't use too much either. I mean, literally a pea-size amount for each area of my body that I was struggling with acne on. And I really did see changes pretty drastically within the first 2 weeks of using Panoxyl. And I called it, you know, Panoxylism, because I used it religiously. I did notice that if I didn't use it for 2 days, my acne would come right back. And so I would do the Panoxyl on my whole, you know, my face, my chest, and my back every day when I showered. I made sure showering after I sweat a lot was a key element. So right after the gym or anything like that, I took a shower immediately. So I would use Panoxyl then on kind of all the areas that I was struggling with. And then again at night, I would use Panoxyl on my face. And I noticed very quickly that this was helping me, and it was awesome. But it wasn't quite doing everything I wanted. And during my research, I noticed, side note, make sure you put lotion on after, face lotion, after you use Panoxyl, because your face can dry out and actually collect dirt even worse than it was before. So use a good lotion that's made for your face. Okay, back to what I was saying. During my research, I had found that a lot of people on YouTube, you can go look it up right now, were using something called pantothenic acid, also known as vitamin B5. I went to look for it and I couldn't find it, and then I realized, oh, I have to go to a supplement store to actually purchase this. So what I did was I went and got a 250, I believe it was a 250 milligram pill of pantothenic acid, and I started using that. After about 2 or 3 weeks, I started to actually see a difference in my face. My flare-ups lowered so much. Between using the Panoxyl and then the pantothenic acid, my flare-ups really were like once a week, as opposed to having a flare-up like a different part flaring up on my face or chest or back almost every single day. I started experimenting, and so at first I did 250 milligrams of pantothenic acid, then I upped it to 500, then I upped it to 750. And I did this over a course of time. Now, I'm not a doctor, I couldn't tell you anything. You know, a lot of people, as you do your research, you'll see people have gone very high with their levels. I didn't want to just jump to that. I don't think jumping to that in any supplement form is good. I think, you know, letting your body tell you how it's feeling every week and then upping it a little bit more to see what the results are. You know, if you don't need to take 100,000 and you only need 500, why would you go all the way up there, you know? So start experimenting. Do your own research. Don't just give in to the victimhood of, oh, this is my life and it sucks. You know, try to be proactive about this. I remember I bought pantothenic acid and it wasn't that expensive. I believe like a 30-day supply was $15, and then the Panoxyl, which lasted about a month as well, I think was another, I bought at Walmart, I think it was like $8.99 or something like that. So this wasn't more than a $25 or $30 investment, pretty much $1 a day to make my face, back, and chest look so much better. And the biggest point here was that it made me feel better. I felt more comfortable being able to show my body, being able to show my face. I felt more respected for my age because my acne wasn't as intense as a 14-year-old boy or girl or whatever it may be, right? At the end of the day, everybody's body is different. And you hear me say that a lot on this channel because it's true, and we all try to compare our bodies, but it's really almost impossible in a lot of ways. So you have to experiment. You have to experiment, you have to research, and you've got to give it time. You've got to give it, you know, if you're going to experiment with something, do it for a month. Do it for a solid 30 days before you just say, that doesn't work, okay? And, you know, the other good thing for all my transmasculine folks out there, I will say that after getting acne on my face, I would flare up over here, and then I would start to see some hair grow. So I'm not a scientist, I don't freaking know, but in my mind, it was like, wherever I got acne, I would start to grow facial hair. Acne is still a part of my daily life. I still get a pimple here or there, and especially on my back still, I still suffer from what's considered backne. But I do still suffer from acne on my sides, here and here. And I also do have some scars from the acne that I suffered from. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Doesn't mean it's going to go away forever or completely, but, you know, if you can, I definitely don't look like a 14-year-old boy. I look like, you know, somebody who maybe, you know, needs to shower a little more often after their workouts, to be completely honest. I see you all struggling. I feel your struggle. I've been there. I really want to encourage you all to start experimenting, explore what works for your body. We take hormones to feel better about ourselves, and we do not need this stinking acne when you're freaking 28, you know what I mean? Destroying your life. So take a hold of it, take the reins, experiment, invest in yourself, and I really, really hope that you find the answer that you're looking for. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.